Hey, well, it's being able to come back to another video. Family, I'm out here in Austin, Texas. I got out here early this morning here for business. And, first of all, I'm sending a shout out to A Black Pistol. Hope you did well on your debate competition this morning. But, family, I want to come back with this video here. One of the family members wanted me to, drop some food for thought on the whole student loan crisis situation. And how family really isn't a crisis at all. I mean, it's a obvious way of, taking advantage of those, the ones who go to school by making them pay double, triple, quadruple for an education that may not provide them with employment down the road, down the way. And with that arbitrage being around your neck without employment, then what does it actually result in? A lifetime of debt, right? Like I said, the student loan debt is at $1.6 trillion. And you got to ask yourself, how, in the world is anybody going to be able to get out of that without some type of student loan forgiveness? Well, when Obama was in office, he had passed a law in which, students that had student loan debt that were defaulted on by these for-profit institutions. Guys, for-profit colleges are those colleges like Phoenix University, the Art Institute. Any college or university that is for-profit, they actually have shareholders and investors. And so what their main objective is to get money. And so a lot of times these students receive all these student loans to go to these type of for-profit organizations. And either the college loses its accreditation status, or close, or actually file bankruptcy. And now you have a student who's taking out all these student loans for tuition, books, and whatever, and don't receive a degree. Now, is that fair? Here you got $20,000, $30,000 worth of loans, right, that you pulled out for a college that's not even accredited. And this actually happened recently in Colorado at the Art Institute. They actually lost their accreditations, and the students that had student loan was fighting to try to get these student loans forgiven. Now, this is what Obama did. One of the things that he done when he was in office, that he passed a law saying that students that had these type of loans were able to have them automatically forgiven. Okay, which makes sense. I mean, you're not going to provide the goods and services that people are paying for, then you need to make sure you give them their money back. Or in this case, the government should forgive the loan if the institution or school, forfeits on the contract of their responsibility. And that's providing a degree or providing a higher education status to a student that's taking out a loan. Now, what's happening now, the new U.S. Secretary of Education, her name is Betsy DeVos, she wants to, veto that law by Obama and make it a little bit more difficult for students to have that loan forgiven. Now, what sense did that make? You know that the for-profit organization or for-profit institution, did not provide the academic, degree or certification or whatever necessary for these students who will put these loans out. You know that. Then that's automatic. That's automatic. Why just give loans? I mean, think about it. Who's the real culprit in this? I mean, if the federal government is just giving loans like this, shouldn't the federal government be responsible as well? I mean, they're giving the loans. You mean tell me they're not doing any type of background checks on these for-profit organizations? I mean, it's the same as these non-profit organizations being able to hide their finances. You dig? So I like to say, man, my heart goes out to the family out there that's having to suffer with these student loans. And if you're definitely suffering with a student loan, okay, and you didn't even receive a degree or an education because the institution was a for-profit and they closed its doors or bankrupt, then my heart goes out. Like I said, they do have some type of recourse where you can have that loan forgiven if that school was one of these schools that did not uphold its end of the bargain. Congress actually just, blocked the law that DeVos is trying to pass, trying to make it more difficult. So Congress just blocked it because it's a Democratic Congress. Now, you understand that the Senate has to vote on it, and it's a Republican Senate. So who you think they're going to side with? You dig? The corporations. So family, do your due diligence. I mean, if you don't need to go to college, don't. I mean, it's a difficult situation to go to school and get loans out, and you're not going to be able to pay for them and not even get a job. When you can pay yourself first, save your change, invest, and do it that way. All right? But family, I'd like to say thanks for subscribing, liking, sharing the videos. In the meantime, between time, may the Most High inside to bring you joy, and being one is out of 5,000.